What's up, everybody? It's Tuesday, and that means it's boards 3 and 4 in our weekly challenge with the robots. We started off with two pretty fun boards in episode 1, and I would recommend going back to take a look at those. Those were kind of interesting boards if you haven't seen them just yet. I think we're on pretty good footing. We're probably, the second board we might have gained on, might have lost on, who knows. But the first board seemed like it was pretty normal. Here we have a very normal 13 count. We're going to open one diamond, and we're going to see what happens on the way back. Maybe we'll be rebidding a no trump. Yeah, that sounds about right. Here with a balanced hand and 3 spades. We don't consider raising spades here with a 3-card support, but let's say we had like a singleton club instead and maybe 4 hearts. Now we would kick it in and bid 2 spades here, but in this spot, we just show our balanced hand, and if partner wants to do something else, if they had a better hand, they could check back with us about spade support, but here they're just passing, and we are getting an extraordinarily gift of a lead here. Look at this. 7 of diamonds is the lead. Not sure why the robot's deciding to do this. We are in super safe territory. Take a look. Count your winners also, and I want you to count your winners. You're usually only supposed to count tricks or cards that are tricks right now, but with this lead, I think we can maybe extrapolate some number of tricks in diamonds. So talk to me and tell me what you think we have about now. And this is going to be a fun one, and one no trump especially. Sometimes it's going to be a mixture of counting winners and losers. So at this point, I know I have 4 clubs, right? I also should know I have 4 diamonds. That's 8 winners, right? I don't have 4 diamonds yet. I need to get rid of that ace of diamonds to make sure I get that number of tricks, but still, this isn't going to take too long for us. We're going to really hammer diamonds until we see that card. The other side of the coin is, okay, if we have 8 winners, we're going to make 2. How many losers do we potentially have? Well, it could be quite a few, because the heart suit is maybe 2 losers if ace queen is to our left, and it could be more than that. If right-hand opponent gets more than one chance to lead through this position. We also have a couple of spade losers. So here, what I'm trying to determine is, once the diamond suit becomes good, do I want to start cashing my winners, or should I be searching for extra tricks? In match points, it is important to try to find extra tricks when you can, and when you can safely execute that sort of play. We'll see what happens after this first trick or two to determine what our safety level is going to be. So let's jump in. And here we go. We're going to play a low diamond. And we're playing low because we want to, if this suit is breaking terribly, meaning someone has like ace 9 5th of diamonds, we certainly want to make sure we see either them play a high card or the 9 of diamonds right now, or we get to win this with the 8 and then force out the ace of diamonds, hopefully with this queen here. And there it goes. They might have ducked that to disrupt some communication for us, but here, it wasn't going to matter. We could fire back to our hand and fire another diamond to make this suit good. Luckily, we didn't have to waste our entry, which is the ace of clubs. So ducking that for their perspective might have been slightly better if they could have executed that play. We'll see afterwards. Here, make your play. What heart are you playing from your hand? And this is kind of what we would fear in this case. We're happier with a spade return, to be honest, because number one, it might get rid of some of their entries that they could use to really put us to the test. Here they've come through the right card, a heart at this point. So what are you going to play? In a vacuum, when you see this card holding, you're usually, if you're going to play it yourself, you're going to play low to the jack. If they play it, you're just going to play the jack here. And what you're doing is finessing for the queen. You're hoping, and when you play the jack, you see the ace, or, dream scenario, you see no card, right? You see no high card, and you win the jack. So at this point, we're just going to pop that in here, and we're going to see the queen. Not too shocking, right? Let's see. We love this, right? Now that they're coming through a heart, we have no problems in this heart. So let's see if they continue hearts or they switch. Ooh, they're trying to get some more spade tricks here. Take a look. And it looks like they might take their 5 before we take our 8. Ooh, okay, good. So now we will win our king of hearts, and we will call it a day. Take a look. They have messed up, right? They've given us a heart trick, which is our 9th, and now we have the rest, right? We're going to play king, jack, 10 of diamonds, pitching those spades. Ace of clubs, club to the king, as long as we play high card short side. Good card mechanics, keep ourselves from blocking our suits, right? We're going to be okay. So at this point, boom, boom, boom. Make sure you cash your diamonds before crossing over, because you're never coming back to your hand once this ace of clubs is gone. And now you guys can see what the rest is going to look like. That's 9 rippers, and that is beautiful, right? That's one more than we should have taken, right? The opponents actually could have taken an extra trick at that point by just cashing their spade. They chose not to do that. Winner for us, right? So they could have gotten 2 hearts, 2 spades, and the diamond we gave them. They went to bed with one of those tricks, which is always good in a match point score. In imps, this wouldn't matter, right? We 1 imp, right? 1 imp. Oh, well. Here, it's the difference between a 0 and a top. However, our robot opponents at the other table are going to be having the same sort of play and the same exact opponent decisions. So I would guess, this one still rates to be around averages, but we'll see what happens at the other table. But this was just ho-hum. Let's either take 8 or 9. 9 is a winner. All right, take a look at this one. Make your bid. What are you going to open on this hand? Yeah, this is the easiest 2-0 bid ever, right? 20 to 21, balanced, perfect, right? 2-0. We'll see what partner does. Boom, we're playing 3-0. All right. Let's see. King of Hearts is the lead. Ooh, take a moment, guys. Count your winners and plan some of your play on this one, folks. What are you going to do? What do we have here? And remember, we're playing match points this week, so keep that in mind. So when I count my winners here, I count 4 spades. I count 1 heart for 5. I can only count 2 clubs so far, and I have 2 diamonds, right? So that's 9 winners I'm going to take, right? However, let's kind of dig one level deeper. Let's assume that we're going to solve clubs. There's no guarantee we are. In fact, we may not be able to solve clubs on this hand because we don't have the 10 of clubs. So here we have a situation where we can maybe be optimistic, right? So if we say, okay, we'll take 4 clubs and then we'll take 4 spades, that's 8. 2 diamonds is 10. The ace of hearts is 11. So now we have 9 on our minimum, right? If we just rip off our winners, but we have 11 as our maximum. And it's important to understand your minimum and maximum trick taking potential in match points, especially because it will let you know whether you can afford to, let the opponents win a trick. What I'm getting at here is the opponents have heart tricks, right? Especially if we lose a trick later on in this hand, the opponents are going to be able to run a bunch of hearts. And here, if we are super optimistic about our winners, we'll know we'll take 4 clubs, 4 spades, 8, 2 diamonds is 10, ace of hearts is 11. We can afford to lose 2 tricks, right? So why not just play low once? First of all, we're hoping they switch. This would be amazing. But now we play low once again. And here the question is, should we play this ace of hearts now, or should we duck it again? And the answer is, well, safety says we can duck it again. And maybe now when they lead a heart, east is out of hearts, and we can just finesse clubs and not be in danger of losing our contract. However, if the club finesse is working, now we give up the opportunity to take 12 tricks when it might be happening for us. But here, I'm actually going to be relatively safe and play a low heart and just hope that the clubs are bad for us here, or they switch. Now I'm going to pitch a diamond here. We're forced to win this one. First things first, I'm going to run spades, right? And I'm going to do this because I want them to pitch cards that are either going to be helpful for me to make my decision in clubs, or I'm going to maybe keep them in the dark about what might be right? Maybe they pitch diamonds and that ends up being an extra trick for us as well. So here I'm going to play, I don't know, let's play a couple of spades from our hand here. And let's see what happens when they pitch. There's a heart. There's 2 hearts. Wow, take a look. And let's go back and count, right? We started with 5 hearts between our hand and the dummy, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wow, they pitched all their winning hearts. Interesting. What do you think? Why do you think that might be happening? Right? What would your read be in this situation, folks, if you saw this happen? Right? They pitched 2 winners, right? They should know those hearts are winners. They're the last 2 left. What's going on? It stands to reason that they're protecting clubs and diamonds, possibly. Or they think they have to do both, right? So here, I think the club finesse rates to win now. So I'm going to play the king of clubs. And then I'm going to play the 9 of clubs and see what they do. Let's play the jack. And the beauty of this is they can't hurt us, right? we know we've just seen them play their last hearts there, so now we'll just take the rest of these tricks. Let's go to the results screen and see if we could have done better here. And the only way we can do better is if we double dummy this thing, which means we could see all the cards, because technically we can solve clubs by playing the ace of clubs and then playing the jack from our hand, which smothers the 10 of clubs and now gives us all 4 club tricks. This is not a play you're going to come up with too often unless they kick you under the table and say, yeah, that's happening. so here, I think we're pretty much okay with the way we played this. And also, it looks like West was worried about diamonds, right? They didn't want to pitch clubs because the 10 of clubs, they rightly assumed would have been a useful card for us to know about. I think they did a pretty good job on this one, other than, they weren't getting in again, but they were guarding against the diamond suit, which they can see might be a source of tricks, because we're playing spades. We didn't play clubs or anything first, and this 10 of clubs, they must have known was going to be a pretty useful card for us to know about, right? If we had seen this 10, we might be able to get a finesse right, because now we have the ability to finesse in either direction, right? Because that 10 is gone. So good choices by the robot to keep us in the dark. And the other thing that they're looking at there is, hey, I'm not getting in again, declare ducked enough times, right? If we didn't duck enough, now if we take this club finesse, let's say we duck once and win the ace of hearts and we go for the gusto. Now we play king of clubs, club to the jack, and it loses. Back comes a heart and down goes 3-0. so good stuff for us there. We avoided disaster. And don't forget, guys, there are a ton of conventions on there for you to learn this week. This is my focus of the week. We have a bunch of opportunities for you and or your partner, your partnership, to beef up your convention card. Tons of expert and advanced type conventions, and also just some of the basics for you to kind of either learn or just kind of get a bunch of practice with that you might not see too often. So check that page out, guys. I'll link it right in the comments. And until next time, I'll either see you in those classes or on Bridge or right here on Can I Speak? I'll either see you in those classes, folks, or right here on YouTube for this weekly challenge. Take care, folks, and I'll see you for Hump Day tomorrow, Wednesday.